Hey guys, I'm Sagar, and this is my full review of the 3rd generation Moto G. The new Moto G comes in two variants. The first one has 8GB internal storage and 1GB of RAM and is priced at 12,000 rupees. The second one comes with 16GB internal storage and 2GB of RAM and is priced at 13,000 rupees. Given the price difference of just 1,000 rupees, going for the 16GB variant with 2GB of RAM makes more sense. Both the models are powered by a 64-bit quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor clocked at 1.4 GHz. The new Moto G comes with a 5-inch IPS LCD screen with a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels. The display is covered by Gorilla Glass 3. Having a 1080p screen would have been a nice feature for this smartphone. Being an IPS panel, viewing angles are decent on this phone, but the display has a slight yellow tint to it, which makes it look a bit washed out. At the bottom of the phone, we have a single forward-facing speaker. This speaker is not the best, but it does sound louder than the bottom or rear-facing speaker on other phones in this price range. Towards the top of the screen, we have a 5-megapixel front-facing camera and an earpiece. It seems Motorola has worked a lot on the earpiece. It is a lot louder on this phone. Also, the cellular call quality has improved drastically compared to the previous generation Moto G. At the back, we have an all-new 13-megapixel camera and a color-correcting dual LED flash. Just below that, we have the signature Motorola dimple. The back cover on this Moto G has a rubberized texture to it. This adds a lot of grip to the phone. The back is removable and you can swap it with a different colored style swap cover made available by Motorola. Inside the cover, you have these rubber insulators protecting both the SIM card and the microSD card slots. Even though the back is removable, the battery on this phone is not removable. It is a 2470 mAh battery and it definitely takes you through the day. If you're not a heavy user, then it will also take you through 2 full days. Also under the back cover, you have 2 SIM card slots and a microSD card slot. While applying the back cover, make sure all the clips are well in their position and the back is tight enough. This ensures a good seal of the back and it also helps prevent the water from entering your phone. Speaking of water, the new Moto G is IPX7 certified, which means that it can be submerged in 1 meter of water for 30 minutes and it will still survive. As you can see, the phone has no problem being submerged in water. You should probably not try this for yourself, but if the phone gets wet in the rain or if you accidentally drop it in water, then just wipe it up and it will still be working perfectly. We have the same 13-megapixel camera at the back of the new Moto G as we saw in the Nexus 6, minus the optical image stabilization and the 4K video, which if added would have been killer features in this smartphone. We also have a 5-megapixel front-facing camera. The camera app is very basic. You have an exposure adjusting option while selecting the focus point, but that is pretty much it. This 13-megapixel camera is a big step from last year's camera. When in ample light, you can take some beautiful images with this phone. But the low light performance of this camera is not very good. You do have color correcting flash, but often in darker conditions, the camera does not focus very well. Right out of the box, the Moto G is running Android Lollipop 5.1.1, which is the latest version of Android. Motorola does not add any skin over Android on their smartphones. So what you see here is almost stock Android, with just a few Motorola apps installed. This helps Motorola push updates to your phone as soon as they are made available by Google. You have Moto Assist, which automatically changes the profile of the phone based on your location. Then you have Moto Actions. This helps you launch the camera app by just flipping your wrist 2 times. This comes in very handy when you have to take that quick snap. You can also make a chopping gesture to turn on the flash and the same gesture again to turn it off. And then you have Moto display. You can just pick up the phone or take it out of your pocket and it will show you the notifications in a low power mode. You can jump right into the apps with notifications or just go to the lock screen. Another small but handy feature in the new Moto G is that you can choose from various Wi-Fi networks or Bluetooth connections right from the drop-down notification menu. This comes in handy when you have many Bluetooth devices connected to the phone. This phone does not score very high on the Geekbench 3 single core and multi-core scores, but this does not mean that it lags in performance in any way. It was able to run the games like Real Racing 3 without any lags or dropped frames. I also tried Asphalt 8 on highest settings, and there I saw a few dropped frames, but it was definitely playable. In the endless running games, I saw a few stutters here and there, but that I see in almost any Android devices. This phone can run all everyday apps without any issue. If I was to pick a few negative things about this device, then I would say the 720p display and not having the ability to quick charge would be only 2 issues I have. But the 13 megapixel rear camera, 2 GB RAM, micro SD card expansion slot, almost stock light Android operating system, IPX7 water resistance, and great overall experience definitely makes the 2015 Moto G one of the best phone you could purchase in under 15,000 rupees. If you want to purchase this phone, I will leave a link to Flipkart's website in the description box. That is it for this video guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. You can also check out some of the other videos on my channel. This is Sagar and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.